Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. This is Ramadan day number 10. Yep, I didn't do a video for number 9. And I wanted to, I meant to, but I got super tied up. So you're getting day 9 and 10 together right now. So anyway, so I'm at work today, and one of my clients was talking to me about Islam. And she was basically saying that she was not ready to become a Muslim yet. So, of course, I asked why. I said, what makes you say that? So she says, well, I feel like it's a really big commitment to make, and I'm just not ready to make that commitment yet. So it reminded me of this time. We were in the barbershop. I was cutting Imam Amin's hair, and the TV was on. And there was a commercial that came on for Spam, right? Like the ham in a can, Spam. Ugh, I never ate that shit. But when the commercial came on, Imam Amin was so excited. He was like, oh, man, that takes me back to my childhood. So I was like, Spam? He was like, yeah, man. You know, he said, when I was a kid and my mom used to cook up like, pork roll, some Spam, with some eggs and some cheese and English muffin, man, that was good, man. That was some good eating, man. And I'm just looking at this nigga like, okay, I ain't never eat that, but all right, bro. So he was like, nah, he said, we don't eat pork. He said, but some of us were raised on pork. We're not gonna act like it's not good. He said, I said, really? He said, yeah. He said, it actually does taste good. He said, and then he said this was profound, right? He said, we always talk about why we don't do certain things. Yeah, we don't eat pork. Pork is bad for you. But that's not why we don't eat pork. And so someone in the barbershop asked him, so why don't the Muslims eat pork? Like, I thought it was like, you can get tapeworm, is, bad for your health and all this stuff and yada, yada. So he says, no, all those things are correct. He said, but we don't eat pork because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded us not to. And so we hear and we obey. Doesn't matter why. Allah said don't do it, we don't do it. We trust in Allah. And so that story came to my mind today because when the sister was talking to me, she said, hey, I'm not ready to make that commitment yet. And so what I was trying to explain to her, I said, hey, listen, it ain't about the commitment. It ain't about doing everything correctly. There's no way you could do everything correctly. But, these rules, these quote unquote rules that people think that all the Muslims have to follow, and it's just so hard, you guys got to do this and this and this, and don't do this and don't do that. If you really think about it, the things that we don't do, you could probably count those things on like 2 hands. Look at all the things that we are able to do. All the things that Allah does bless us the ability to do. And the things that we don't do, we're not doing them purely because we love Allah. Even though some of those things we do like, we're trying and we're striving not to do them because we love Allah and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Jesus alayhi salam and every prophet that came before. We love and we admire and we just want to obey. And that's really what the deen is about. People make the mistake of saying, oh yeah, and y'all religion is. It's not a religion. This is a deen. And a deen basically means it's a way of life. This is our way of life. So everything that we do is only incumbent on the people that actually believe. If you don't believe, then go ahead, eat your Spam. Eat your Spam, go drink, hang out, do what all those things. And now that doesn't mean that people that are believers don't struggle with those things. We do. But the people that are struggling, man, like we really don't want to do those things, even if we struggle with them sometimes. Because in our hearts, we firmly believe in Allah and we're doing our absolute best. If you're one of those believers that's struggling, or even if you're not struggling, man, just keep it up. You know what I mean? Keep it up. Keep it up. You're doing a great job. And we're all struggling for the same cause, man, which is our love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's what Allah is looking for. So that's a little reminder for the day, man. I ain't doing it tomorrow, but Ramadan Mubarak.